Joe Skinner here with the Gallatin County Commission update for this week. We've had a fairly busy week this week. On Tuesday, I wanted to mention we had something that was kind of unique. We had a large major subdivision, Gallatin Meadows subdivision, to review, and it's one of the only big subdivisions in my memory where we had no public comment. And so that was unique to me, and I think it just shows that when a developer follows the underlying zoning, when they follow the subdivision regulations with no variances, it is very predictable for them and the citizens. So I think that's the reason we didn't have any public comment. It's the same. It's Gallatin Meadows out on Jackrabbit Lane, which is right south of Gallatin Heights, and it's the same developer doing that development. So there's going to be more growth out on Jackrabbit. Another thing that's really was interesting and good for the county is, as we mentioned before, the county got a large Tiger grant, which is a large highway construction grant several years ago, and we've been trying to get that completed, and at the end of last week our lowest bid was still over $3 million over budget. So there was a chance that wouldn't be completed because we didn't have the money to fulfill the obligation. Fortunately, and I'd really like to thank Montana Department of Transportation, they really came through with over $2 million to fill that gap of funding, and then that left about a $1 million gap, which is going to be made up with Gallatin County, Madison County, and the Big Sky Resort District sharing equitably in funding that last $1 million. So I think we've got the funding package completed, and we will probably begin construction this summer on Highway 64 Lone Mountain Trail. That's probably bittersweet to people working and living in Big Sky. They're going to get some much needed improvements on that road, but there will be construction and delays for a couple of summers. Mostly starting this summer, but probably next summer, 23, there'll be considerable construction on that road. But we very much need those improvements, so it's a good thing. And even with the large amount of money it takes to do construction projects this day, it's still a bargain with the large amount of grant funding that we've gotten. Another thing we did this week was go to the annual spring water meeting. All the commissioners attended that. And it's a meeting we have every year. Judge Oman actually took over for Judge Holly Brown as the water judge, and he headed this meeting up, and we had a lot of reports. And I think the big takeaway that we all need to get from that is snowpack is very low in our area. We are in the middle of a severe drought right now, even now. So I think people need to prepare for that. Whether you're an agricultural irrigator, whether you're irrigating your landscaping, fishermen, we all use water a lot in this county, and I think we just need to prepare, probably not for the worst, but prepare for some lack of water this summer. And things could turn around. It's not likely. We're pretty far deficit. I have seen things in the past when they're like this. We can get heavy rains in the summer, which make up the deficit, but I wouldn't plan on that. I would plan for a short water year. Another thing we did last night, the commissioners went to a meeting in Three Forks. It was attended by the Three Forks Ambulance District, the Three Forks Rural Fire District, the City of Three Forks, and Broadwater County and Gallatin County. And our discussion was around ambulance service in that area and how to improve it and different ways to fund that ambulance service. I don't think we made a lot of headway in that meeting, but I think we did put the question out there, and I think community members will start visiting and talking about how they might make ambulance service better in the Three Forks area. That pretty much does it for what we did this week. I think on Friday we have an appeal hearing. There's a glamping project on the West Gallatin that most people are familiar with. That's been very controversial. Our floodplain administrator made a determination on the floodplain. That's been appealed, and the appeal goes to the county commission. We've set it aside all day tomorrow because of the controversial nature of this issue. We're planning on a lively and long day of hearing tomorrow, looking at this appeal. So that'll take up tomorrow. And I'm looking at next week's agenda on Tuesday. It's a long agenda, but it doesn't look like there's anything of great importance on there. You're always welcome to come to our meetings. All of our meetings all week long are open to the public, and we encourage and we want you to come give us your public comment on any agenda item, or if you just have something general for us, we always have public comment on non-agenda items. If there's something that you would like to tell the commission, we're always interested in hearing from the public. So I hope you all have a great week, and it's nice to get into the spring season. Thank you.